Hey, what's going on to the best friends and family on YouTube? Welcome to part 3 of taking the supercharger's out, and the intercooler. So I'm just waiting for my new intercooler. I got a whole bunch of parts in. I'm going to be taking this lower turkey pan off here, doing the turkey pan mod. Basically, that just includes taking this thing out, capping off a PCV line that breaks, makes you run lean, and cleaning this thing up, taking the injectors out. I bought an injector cleaning machine just because I reached out to a couple people, and it's about $300-ish to get the injectors cleaned. And I just thought, you know, what the hell, I'll check out how much a machine is. And the machine was $400 shipped to my door, 50% off right now. So that's awesome. I'll have a machine and I'll learn how to clean injectors. So that's another skill I'll have under my belt and the equipment to go along with it. I do plan on doing the valve cover gaskets. It doesn't appear that they're leaking, but there's a bunch of like oil stained stuff around this engine. I'm not sure if it's just because of the bad PCV system in this thing, but it's like everywhere, right? Like it's coated everything, like with a line. Like it's quite common too. It's not just my truck, it's all of them. So I'm kind of pointing fingers at that PCV system. But what I'm doing right now, if you guys could see, there's a drain for the rad down there. I'll be buying a new radiator, all aluminum as well. So this thing's getting the full treatment. I'm going to be draining the coolant into, you know, a level where that starts dropping, because when the overflow or reservoir starts dropping, it's going to be lower than this top rad hose. I'll probably go, you know, close to empty on this, just because when you take this off, you have to take all the coolant off. I got all new coolant hoses and all that jazz. So I'm going to go ahead and bust this off. This looks like maybe a 19. But what I did is I just routed an old hose off the drain into obviously a funnel and a jug. So hopefully I don't need to drain that much. I am doing the cooling system, but I don't want the block to sit empty. So that's what I'll be doing today anyway. All right, so I was in fact correct. That guy down there is a 19. If it's not technically a 19, and a 19 does the trick very well. And I just had to crack the overflow cap, and she's coming out decently. It looks like pretty clean coolant, so I know that the family did try to take care of this, and there is evidence of that, but there's also evidence of a little bit of neglect. It did sit in a barn for 5 years, so it's kind of hard not to neglect it, if you will. But yeah, we'll go ahead and drain this and get to work on the up top. I do have some fuel line tools on the way, so I can detach these friggin' lines back there. Some people say they're a pain, which I don't doubt it one bit. They might not be such a pain though with everything out of the way. Who knows? So I guess we will wait and see. Hey, so I took a small break there, so forgive me. That one's dead. As you can see, I got some injectors sitting there. All right, so injectors are out, lines are disconnected. The return line was easy, and that pesky feed line, where is it? I can't see. There it is right there. I put a vac cap on it, and then the return line is just over there. But anyway, that was a pain. I don't know if I broke the feed. I'll put a screenshot up for you guys here. Yeah, it's just that the spring is a little off center, but spilt a lot of fuel, spilt a little bit of coolant. It's a nice cleaning agent though, so that turned out. But yeah, I will be sure to clean everything all up. This thing's ready to come off. As soon as I undo that, the coolant hard line, back there you can see it. I gotta undo that and then lift the fuel rail off. I'm gonna clean all the injectors. Like I said, I got a machine coming to make sure that I test them all and clean them all nice. And yeah, they're just filthy from all the crud, so they're gonna be like brand new. And if they're not like brand new, I'm just gonna buy the ones that are not like brand new. So we'll go from there. I think there's an O-ring stuck. Yep, I can feel it already. It's the only O-ring that got stuck. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and show you guys the result, and hopefully we can get that lower pan out. All right, so the fuel rail is out now, and man, this is just such a mess of hoses. They totally could have done a way better job of this. So I'm gonna try and fix it myself, but yeah, I'm just trying to map out where this other coolant hose goes. Oh, it's right there, right off the back of the head. Not terrible. So hopefully I'm gonna get new hoses, and they're gonna be about half this length. Again, I don't know why. I know engineers know a lot more than I do in this court, but this just doesn't seem to make any sense to me. Why they're about 10 inches longer than they should be. Here's the fuel rail, and I was right, there's one O-ring. That's weird that that's stuck. There's my tool, my removal tool. And this rail is gonna get cleaned up. It's gonna look brand new. Well, close to brand new anyway. These were bank 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just cleaned them, and I cleaned these ones first, and golly, as Cletus would say, this I just bought from IKEA, and it works like a charm. Like, those are way cleaner. I only used it on these ones. Look how dirty these ones are still at the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush, and I'm about ready to take this thing out. Yeah, I don't think there's anything holding me back now. So awesome. Let's get to it. All right, she is finally off. That was almost a spectacle, but come on, flashlight. Jeez Louise. Oh, both of them? Come on. Trusty Milwaukee. So, there's the rat's nest that I knew was there. That's going to be, this is really the main reason why I chose to go this far, was to get the, not rat's nest, the mouse nest out of here. Thankfully, it does not appear that they did anything really bad, but live in this little area. So, I will be cleaning this up. And, yeah. Cleaning this up. Now, when I took it out, I made this spectacle, and then it dropped. I don't know how it dropped out of my hands, but it dropped and landed on here, probably from, I don't know, 3 feet. So I'm just assessing if there's any damage. I don't think there is. It's probably tough as nails. But I should be good. What a night. What a night, guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean this up and show you guys what it looks like after. All right, all cleaned up after like a bunch of, well, I mean, I'm gonna let it dry a bit and then clean it up some more. But most of it is gone, lots of turds. Luckily, they didn't chew anything, but I do think it's a great time to replace that knock sensor down there. And if you had a keen eye, like I found out when the turkey pan was still on, you would have seen that spark plug chilling on the ledge. Now, that is not me. So that tells me that the spark plugs were changed at some point. This looks like an old spark plug. And the lead is, I don't even know if there's a gap there. Yeah, there's no gap. So I don't know. This is a old looking spark plug. It's been there for quite some time. Don't know the story on it at all. Besides that the lead is touching for whatever reason. It's kind of concerning. Well, at least the ones I took out, none of them were doing that. But like, just all this gunk that's on the gasket. But still, she's going to clean up nice, I'm thinking. I just don't know a good way of cleaning up the surface of the head without getting crap in there. I'll have to figure that out on what I can do. But there she is, boys and girls. There she is. Oh man, what a job. What a job. And then I'm going to do the valve covers too. So it's crazy. Craziness. I'm going to give this another vacuum, I think, before I head inside. And this lovely thing. Oh, turkey pan, oh, turkey pan. I'm just trying to let it soak in some brake clean and making it easier to clean up, but I think she's had the limit on that. I wish I had a hot tank. I do. Sorry for making that random fart sound with my mouth. And yes, it was with my mouth. But defeated, well, sorry. It's defeated. Not me, thankfully, yet. But as I'm going through this, I am labeling all the bolts as per the screenshot that I'll put up for you guys, which is the order of these lovely bolts that hold this thing to the heads. So labeling them, keeping them organized in their own bag, you know, the bare minimum stuff that everyone should do when they're, you know, working on their stuff. But that's all I have for you guys today. Turkey pan, lower pan, whatever you want to call it, is off. Hopefully, let's cross our fingers, it's all smooth sailing from here. That's all we could do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. You know, like it. Check out other videos on the channel. Subscribe. And watch for the next one when all of this goes back on. Because I don't think we're taking anything else off for the supercharger install. I do want to take the serpentine belt off because that Nick is staring at me. But anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend. All right, everybody? Peace.